I finally answered, and what did I answer? You ask your questions. This is a Q&A video. Very original, I know. What do you think you'd be doing now if you weren't doing YouTube? Probably unemployed, being realistic. Have you ever been evicted? Yes, twice, and both times, well, I mean, yeah, both times weren't my fault. Why am I trying to think about it? No, both times weren't my fault. First time I got evicted was because apparently I was making too much noise. And when was this noise happening, you ask? You know, maybe 3 a.m., 4 a.m. No, it was happening at like midday. They were complaining about noise midday. It wasn't like I was screaming or anything. It was like dishwasher noises they got mad at, and I got evicted for that. It's like insane how that is legal. And then the other time I got evicted just because like some rich man bought the flat and he wanted to live in it or something. What's your biggest W that you've taken in debate during your career? Who do you think I am? Like Boris Johnson? What do you mean debate? I don't think I've ever debated anyone before. That's such like a virgin thing to do. Like if you like getting into an argument online and going, let's debate this out on my live stream. Nerds. Not a nerd, I would never do that. What made you want to pursue YouTube as a career? Also, big fan. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much. It's quite easy and makes a decent amount of money. No, I didn't even pursue it as a career, honestly. When you're a kid, like at least when I was a kid, I just made YouTube videos for fun, and then they just started making money, and I was like, oh, okay, probably a good idea to make this a job now. Are you going to have any new roommates? Absolutely not. No, I like living on my own. I will not have a new roommate. How do you recommend to start streaming / YouTube? Like what apps for streaming? Like OBS. Audacity is good and simple for recording audio. What else? I'm really not the person to go to about this. I still use a second-hand mic I bought in a CEX for like £70 in 2015. I'm not the person to go to about YouTube equipment advice or software advice. I use the same software I have used for about 7 or 8 years. I still use Sony Vegas to edit. That's like how far behind I am in terms of like software. I just can't be asked to learn anything new, and I think that's fine. I want to get a parrot. What's your thoughts? Don't. That's like what I don't understand why anyone would want a parrot. It's just loud, and you can't even like hug it or anything. Like, what's the point? Please take an autism / neurodivergent test. This is a Q&A. Oh, that's not a question. Body count. Loads. What is the best part about doing YouTube videos? I love money. I love money. Can you make another Omegle video? Yeah, I can do that. I might do that. I will post on my Twitter account, which is on screen right now if I do decide to do that. $1 million or jail for 10 years. Don't you mean to say like $1 million and you go to jail for 10 years? Would you do that? Because no, I would not do that. That's silly. Throw away 10 years of your life for $1 million. Well, I mean, but in the way you phrase that question, I will obviously take $1 million. Thank you. How difficult is being a YouTuber? Yeah, it's so difficult. I have to like wake up and like make a Q&A. Do you know what I mean? This is like working in the mines. What is the most disgusting hotel room you have ever stayed in? It was like I don't think it's there anymore, but it was like it was the Hotel Philadelphia, Hotel Pennsylvania or something in New York. Really good location. It was like right next to Madison Square Garden, but fuck me, it was not great. Or the Adelphi in Liverpool. I think that one is just known for being a bit shit. Yeah, Hotel Pennsylvania permanently closed. Favorite movie / show us your letterbox if you have it. I don't like letterbox. I don't like the UI of it. I can't get on with it. I prefer IMDb. I know, maybe in the minority with that, but I just prefer the app. It just feels nicer. And my favorite movie is probably Snatch. I like that film a lot. When's the next merch drop? I don't know. Things like that stress me out, so I don't really do them too often. I am in talks to do like a one-off drop with a company as well as like another sort of one-off drop with another company. But like, I don't know. At this point, it just stresses me out. I just don't like doing it. I used to. Like back when I was doing like the Obamaland stuff, I really enjoyed doing it. But then like once it got to like the last merch drop I did, it just stressed me out to like such an extreme that I had like a proper, I don't think I've ever had one of these before. I thought I did. I thought I knew what a panic attack was. But I had like a full-blown panic attack where I couldn't function. Like it was bad because my website designers I hired were just like fucking idiots. I would say they were comment, but they gave me back my money. But they were just fucking idiots and they had no idea what they were doing, and it just it sort of like ruined the whole thing for me, I think. So to answer your question, there'll probably be like maybe one or two one-off drops here and there with like other companies. And until I can find like a good trustworthy supplier to do merch, I don't think I'm gonna do it. You know, that might come along soon. That might come along in the next few months, or it might not be for another like, you know, year or two. My might be never. But yeah, I'm not going to rush into it. I'm not going to rush into like, because I get so many emails from people be like, oh, I bought a vinyl printer. I can make you merch. And like, I get so many emails from people just being like, oh, let's do merch. But it's just like, I don't know. It's got to be with someone that I can like trust, essentially, and is also very hands-on with it, because I had a talk with another merch company, but they were basically like, oh yeah, you know, you can just like drag and drop it on the shirt and you can like do it all yourself, like, you know, you can set up the store yourself. And like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, that's your job. That's why I'm giving you the commission. I'm not doing that. I'm fucking shit at that. Why would you ever live in London for as long as you did, from a Londoner? You see, I think it's just because I didn't realise there were other options, as weird as that sounds, because everyone lived in London. All the YouTubers lived in London. I thought I just sort of had to live there. For context, I lived in London for about 5.5 years. I don't think I'd ever live there again. Maybe in like West London where there's like fields and that. But no, I don't think I could ever see myself returning to living in East London. Absolutely not. Like, for the last 2 years I was living in London, to be honest, I just wasn't enjoying it. It wasn't great. Will there ever be a one-off E-Boys reunion special? No, probably not, no. Would you ever do another group channel like the E-Boys? Almost definitely not. Probably not, no. Why do you choose a bandana over something else like a ski mask or other mask? It was just what I had on hand at the time, to be honest with you. Do you believe YouTube will remain a stable career for those who have devoted to it? Alright, this may sound like a really stupid thing for me to say, but I feel as like if you're a YouTuber and you've been doing this full time for more than like 3 years and you're still like holding up pretty good views, your career is more stable than most other people's. Like, I know people who like have like, you know, like normal jobs and that, and their boss will just come in and be like, right, you know, here's your 30-day notice, you're leaving at the end of the month. But obviously YouTube careers are like more short-lived typically. Well, we haven't really had enough time to sort of assess that. There are still people who started 15 years ago that are going to this day, but most YouTubers don't really have that long of a career. It's typically around, I think it's typically around like 5 years. But honestly, if you're a big enough YouTuber and you make enough money in that time and then you just sort of invest it, you could live off what like the investments bring in pretty much. And I don't mean like high risk investing like cryptocurrency or like venture capital or something like that. I mean, if you just whack it into like an index fund or I don't know, an ISA or something, like if you make enough money, you'll probably make enough off that each year to, you know, sustain yourself. Why did you decide to do more face reactions than your old reactions with gameplay over it? It's just a thing of like, I just, you know, just want to change. Like I can't, like doing the same thing for it'd probably be about 8 years now I'd have been doing the same thing for. Just depressing, isn't it? Like I don't know. I kind of like changing up things, even if it is something as small as, you know, a camera instead of gameplay. There's just something about that makes it a bit more, I don't know, it's like learning about cameras. It's like a learning thing. I got to learn about cameras and that. Even though I haven't really bothered to do that, I just sort of, it's on default mode, I just switch it on and press record. But still, there's an extra level to that now, because like I'm on camera and I have to learn how to be like a presence on camera. And yeah, it's more just because, I don't know, I'm bored, I guess. Who's your favourite director? I know everyone, all the film nerds are going to be like, oh, that's such a basic answer, but I Quentin Tarantino. I like his films. They are fun. Best borough in London, and do you take anti-anxiety meds? I think you should. Well, thank you, doctor. No, I don't, because I don't need them. I'm all right. And best borough in London, I don't know. I don't care. Have any past relationships known that you do YouTube? Well, yeah. Like, if you're in a relationship with someone, you are going to know that. If I just had like a whole like recording set up in my flat, and they're like, oh, I wonder what that's for. Do you watch YouTube, or is making content driven you away from watching it? That is a really, 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 really good question. I feel as though it has driven me away from watching it, because I don't know. I just don't really have any interest in what I watch stuff that is totally different to what I make, except for maybe critical videos. I watch critical videos, but other than that, I watch nothing that is like similar to what I make. I mainly watch like documentaries and like educational type videos. I don't watch anything like sort of in my realm at all. How do you celebrate your birthday? We have the same birthday, so I always remember. Well, that's very nice. I make a point now of going away on my birthday, because I don't know. For me, right, I don't like birthday parties for me. I like going to other people's birthday parties because the responsibility is on them. That's their responsibility to make sure everyone's having, you know, a good time. Well, obviously not everyone's going to have a good time, but to make sure it's a good party. I hate that. I can't do that. So I never throw parties for my birthday because I hate it. I hate the sort of idea of that. I don't think I've ever done it, but I just hate the idea of it. And like, if I don't do something for my birthday, I just get like quite sad, because I'm like, oh, I'm just wasting my birthday doing nothing. So I make a point now, like for the last, well, ever since like the COVID restrictions have been lifted. I went like the year before COVID for my birthday, and then COVID happened, and then I've been for like the last 2 years on my birthday away. And yeah, I don't know, it just, because you're doing something on your birthday, but you don't have any responsibility other than just to enjoy your day, you know, go out and about. Like I went to Prague this year. It was lovely. It was very hot though. It was like 32 degrees. I wasn't expecting it to be that hot. And also my EasyJet flight out there got cancelled like an hour and a half before I was due to board. So I had to pay £600 for a fucking Ryanair flight. And I had to go all the way to fucking Stansted Airport. Oh, shit, that wasn't fun. Fuck EasyJet. EasyJet are so shit. Like, so many of their flights get cancelled. It's ridiculous. I have no idea how, like, they're like a legally operating airline. They're so shit. If you were ever to sell either of your channels, what's the lowest price you'd sell them at? I don't think I would. I don't know. Obviously, if they came at me with, like, I don't know, £50 million, of course I would say yes. But, like, realistically, no one's going to approach me with that. I've had companies approach me to buy my backlogs, and it's just not been anywhere near, because it's like I don't know, I feel as though they're there if you want fast cash. Say you want to reinvest in your videos or whatever. So I sort of look more long term. Like I don't really need that cash right now. I'm happy to sit on those videos, wait a year, have them generate that money for me, instead of just like being like, oh yeah, I'll have that right now. I understand why some people would do it. It's just I wouldn't do it. And also I don't like the idea in terms of like buying a channel. What they'll typically do is they'll buy the channel and then they'll contract you on to work for them on like a salary or whatever. I don't like the idea of that. I don't like the idea of working for my own channel. Do you know? Even though I sort of technically do, but I'm sort of working for myself. I'm not working for some corporate overlords. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't like the idea of it, so I probably wouldn't do it unless it was like an exorbitant amount. Do you procrastinate? How do you get around it? I do procrastinate. It's 7 p.m. and I've been meaning to do this video since about 11 a.m. Yes, I procrastinate. It's not good. It's very sad and I don't like it. Sometimes I don't procrastinate and I'm like, you know what, right, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this video in the morning and then I have the rest of the day to myself. And sometimes I do. Most of the time I don't. And it's just sort of miserable for like the whole day as I'm building up to making a Q&A video. Because like once I'm recording, I'm having a good time. I don't know why I procrastinate on it. I think it's the perfectionism thing. And even obviously this is a Q&A. This isn't a perfect video, obviously. But it's like the perfectionism thing in your mind where you're like, oh, it has to be good. It has to be good. I've got to be in the best frame of mind for it. And then it just keeps going and I don't know. It's shit. I don't know how to stop it. I don't even think it can be stopped. Does the mask get annoying to wear after a long vid? Honestly, like after about like maybe like a minute, you forget about it. It's really weird. I mean, obviously I feel it on my face. I'm aware of it being there, but it doesn't really impact me that much because I've got like a whole breathing technique down. Like it's weird. It's hard to describe, but I've got like a whole. Obviously, being in this for like years, I've adapted. At first, I remember it being like quite annoying. Now it's okay for the most part. Sometimes it does get a bit annoying, but most of the time it's alright. How does it make you feel that many people fantasize about? I hope they don't. What do you mean? I'm literally a man in a mask on YouTube that makes Q&A and Reddit videos. What do you mean? Would you ever film football videos? Not for my channel, but if someone else wanted to film them for their channel, I would probably say yes, because I like football. When are you going to show your face? Do you not realize it's gonna bang in views? I don't care. I like being a solitary man. I like being an anonymous man. I don't care about the views it will get. I don't care if it'll get 100 million views. I wouldn't do it. Do you bite your fingernails? I don't know why, but you seem like you would. No, I do not. I mean, they're a bit dirty at the moment because I've been like cleaning all day, but like they're not, I don't chew them. Why are you built like a deformed monkey? What the fuck's that supposed to mean? How do you break up with someone? You go, I'm breaking up with you, goodbye. Do you plan on adding more things to your room you record facecam with, or do you like it being simple? Yeah, I will. I'm just really, really lazy. I've got a plan for everything, but it just costs money and I'm lazy and I can't be asked. I'd rather just be doing other things. You know, that's probably not a good mentality to have. But, I don't know, content's the same, isn't it? Like, whether or not I have a sick backdrop, it's basically the same thing. But I will get around to it, maybe, probably. Do you leave the house and do stuff? No, I do not. Have you ever thought to just one day say fuck it and take the mask off before a video? No, I haven't. What happened to 2017 humor memulous? I mean, I was what, 19 in 2017? Was I 19? Yeah, I was like 19 in 2017. 18/19. I'm 25 now. I don't think my humor's changed that much, to be honest. It's like, I don't know, I don't think it's changed that much. I feel like I'm just probably more confident in front of like camera and mic. Would you rather only text people or call people for the rest of your life? Call people. I despise text. I know a lot of people hate calling. I'm the opposite. I don't mind calling. I hate texting. I'm going to be there for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And follow my Instagram because I might be doing more videos like this. And I'll post on my story if I do. Yeah, subscribe. See you in a bit.